KLIF News and Information Time is now 5:49. A Dallas man has done some extensive research on keeping disease-spreading mosquitoes at bay as fear of the Zika virus widens. Steve Moore, better known as Mosquito Steve, is the guy who's done this research, and he joins us now live. Good morning, Mosquito Steve.
Good morning, you guys. How are y'all?
Well, just fine, but we're dying to hear what you've learned about disease-bearing mosquitoes and how we can keep them out of our lives and off of our skin.
Well, the reason that I started working in the misting industry and the yard spray industry is because I don't like spraying stuff on my body. But I'll tell you, when you've got mosquitoes carrying diseases like Zika and West Nile virus and they're prevalent, then it's very important that you wear spray-on repellent before you go outside, anytime, anywhere.
So we know we have the mosquitoes that carry West Nile virus here, but how about the mosquitoes that carry the Zika virus? How numerous are they here in the Metroplex?
Oh, they're big time here, and they've been here a long time. They're actually one of the mosquitoes that I test my products a lot with. So the difference between them, so normal mosquitoes are going to feed at dusk and dawn. The Asian tiger, which is that 80s species they're talking about, it actually feeds all day long. So you can be out in the middle of the, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 100 degrees outside, there's Asian tigers flying around.
Didn't I also read recently that there are mosquitoes that will only sting you outside, and there are those that only work inside or something like that?
Well, I don't know about a species that only bites inside, but I will tell you that I've never heard the last 3 years everybody's getting mosquitoes indoors, and I don't remember that happening before. But it's real simple. If you have a drain somewhere in your house that you don't use, like if you got an extra bathroom you never use, go run the water every once in a while, because that water in the P-trap will stagnate, and you'll be breeding mosquitoes in there before you know it.
So what should we use on our skin? We're always told to use a product with DEET in it. Is that what we should use to combat the mosquitoes that carry Zika?
So yes. That's what the government is telling you to wear. I will tell you, there are some natural products out there. A product with picardin in it usually works pretty well. In my testing, picardin actually worked better than DEET. I make a product that is better than all of the DEET products. So if you check on my website, but picardin's not in my product. It's a competitive product, but it actually works better than DEET. Lotions and creams do not typically work as well as spray-on repellents. I'll tell you that. Anytime you rub something on, even if you spray it on and then rub it in, it's about half as effective.
Well, we'll find out more about your product here in a second, but there's one other question I wanted to ask you. And I know it took the form of an old joke, but I'm wondering if there's any truth behind it, and that is that the only mosquitoes that bite are the females, and the only mosquitoes that make buzzing noises are the males. So the only time you should worry about getting bitten is when you don't hear anything.
Yeah, well, it is true that, only the females bite. The males don't even have a proboscis, so they can't bite you if they want to. Their only use is to go have sex with females and make eggs. That's it. So, but what a life. I mean, that's why a lot of the products that they talk about, like they have this stuff where they spray your yard with sugar and then they come back and kill the mosquitoes with garlic. The problem with that theory is that a female mosquito, her instinct for a blood meal is so strong, she will do anything she can do to get to it. In fact, when I'm testing spray-on repellents, I spray my whole body from head to toe except my eyeballs, and the female mosquitoes will actually attack my eyeballs. And so their instinct for a blood meal is so strong. If they have a choice between a blood meal or sugar, they're going for a blood meal, because without it, their eggs are invalid. I mean, their eggs will not produce. So they have to have that blood meal. So the males, they're just here to get them pregnant. That's it.
All right, I'm curious now on how you test these things. So do you spray your whole body and then release millions of mosquitoes around you to see what they do?
So we have actually done that. Back in 2008, we were having a drought and we didn't have enough mosquitoes, so I was breeding them in a backyard, and I'm not going to say where, but I was breeding them, and I was getting more than 100 a minute landing on my legs. And so I stand outside and I count how many mosquitoes land on my legs, and then I'll spray in the yard or I'll spray my body. What depends on what I'm testing. And I'll do that for up to 6 hours. And so I've had as many as 900 mosquito bites in one night. It was probably closer to 1,500 because I had about 5,000 mosquitoes land on me that night.
And you didn't end up in the emergency room?
No.
Really?
No. But I'll tell you, when I was putting the equipment up that night, the thought crossed my mind, just end it all now. So, I mean, I think the mosquito poison was getting to my brain. But yeah, I did get West Nile virus then.
You did? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Apparently you're healthy enough that it didn't bother you too much. All right, I'm on your website, mosquitosteve.com, and you do have a product here that you can attach to the hose and spray your yard down and so forth. Is that
Yeah, that's what's great. So, what I've been trying to do when I first got into business in 2002, only rich people could afford mosquito control, and they were putting $5,000 misting systems in. Well, we do those, but what I'm trying to do is bring the cost of it down. So there are some great do-it-yourself products that I sell that you can use. So you can do it on just about any budget. You can spray your own yard. I've even got a little misting device so you can do your own misting. And then we've got a great spray-on repellent. All my products test better than the chemicals. So mine are all natural, but they're better than the chemicals.
All right, Mosquito Steve, thanks so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Well, thank y'all.
All right, have a good day, Steve. You'll find Mosquito Steve online at mosquitosteve.com.
KLIF News Time is 5:55. Right now, traffic on the 5s. Here's Traffic Bill.
In Garland on 635, everything.